Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got some very good news for JP. There is also something else I probably should talk about, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because there's two new things in the news here, so we are going to discuss this, right? This is... Okay. So number one, the first thing I have to say is we got top grossing on JP, right? Now, Global has not gotten top grossing yet as far as rewards. As far as I'm not really too sure if Global has actually hit top grossing or not. I would assume it would probably be harder to hit top grossing right now with the whole, coronavirus scare and everything going on, the global pandemic. So I would almost feel like a lot of people are probably going to be less willing to spend money on a gacha game during this crisis. So there's a chance Global's not going to get like super big top grossing for this celebration, right? I guess the JP Whales went crazy enough that, of course, the Bardock did get top grossing. We did get some stones. We did get some orbs and stuff like that, right? Now, this is only for iOS. If JP hits top grossing on Android, they're going to give out a 100 stones. They always do the same thing. Remember, Global, we're unsure of how Global is going to hand out rewards right now, right? It could be that they will hand it out for any country reached. I saw that Global hit top grossing, I believe, in Luxembourg. Someone said that. I didn't get confirmation of that. I don't know of any other countries or anything like that that Global has hit top grossing in. Now, the other thing, too, I want to point out, this always happens, right? JP, because they only look... Okay, all right, let's look at JP. Oh, iOS hit top grossing, we can hand out the rewards right now. Oh, Android hit top grossing, we'll hand out the rewards right now. For Global, they got 50 billion countries, right? So really keep that in mind. That there's all of these million countries that Global has to get top grossing for. JP always get top grossing rewards first. Now, I actually looked. I went back through my video catalog and looked at SAIYAN Day from 2019, and I saw the same thing. They gave out top grossing rewards for transforming Vegeta, and I saw, like, in my title, it says, "What about Global?" Click on the video. JP got top grossing rewards, but Global did not. I believe a couple days later, though, Global did get their top grossing rewards. So, I do expect Global will probably get rewards, but it does depend on if Global even hits top grossing in other countries or not, right? That is super, super important. So, we'll see how things are going to work out. People are complaining about this celebration, the SAIYAN Day celebration. Now, I totally understand frustrations with it because they did not announce, I think it's this one. Because they did not announce an EZA in here, right? If they had EZA area for Team Bardock and then they had a traditional EZA for, like, the Grade 8 Bardocks, like, that would have been good enough. I know Global players are upset that Global did not get Extreme Super Battle Road, which is stupid. I agree. No doubt about that. Global should have gotten it at the same time. Who cares if they give out really good equipment rewards? Just, make equipment available on Global now. There's no reason not to do that, right? But... I do think Extreme Super Battle Road is far superior to the stamina items, the meat. But keep in mind, JP did not get the stamina items. Like, I'm not seeing any Global players talk about that while talking about the celebration. Like, yeah, I understand Extreme Super Battle Road is definitely a lot more exciting than the stamina recovery items. But, like, look at free-to-play players on JP. Those stamina recovery items would be very valuable for them, right? Like, I don't care. Like, I've used... probably thousands of stones on stamina throughout the history of my account. Like, legitimately, I probably have used, like, over 2,000 stones just for stamina on this account right here. But, free-to-play JP players, those stamina recovery items would be good. So, they're left off of the JP celebration. Now, again, you guys know I'm always saying I wish, these celebrations would be exactly the same. It was stupid last year when Copy Vegeta was only on JP. And it's very stupid this year that Extreme Super Battle Road and, in the Physical Kid Gohan's EZA is only on JP, right? So, dude, I agree. Listen, I know, but hopefully next year, anniversary, my fingers crossed, 6-year anniversary, nothing would be sweeter than if they celebrated it on Global and JP at the same time. 6-year anniversary. Then... for the Global anniversary in July, they celebrate that on both Global and JP as well. So that's 2 monster celebrations, 2 big, like, dual Dokkan Fest or something like that. That, I think, would be the best thing that Dokkan could do, and I think that would sort of, maybe fix some of these issues. Like, maybe Global doesn't completely catch up to JP, but some of the biggest stuff does come to both versions at the same time. I mean, we're 6 years in. The global does not need to be behind anymore, and it would not cut profits either for Akatsuki, because a lot of times they release banners at the same time anyway, right? Like, again, Cooler and Beerus came out at like the same time on Global and JP. Now Bardock comes out at the same time in both versions. Like, you know, it's not like these they get banners weeks apart. They sometimes drop like days apart. So there's no excuse. I do expect, by the way, that we will get an EZA on like the 24th or 25th, by the way. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Here, let's go ahead and grab the top grossing rewards. Now, it's not really the greatest, right? We got 30 stones. Oh, 3 of them were from the SNS campaign, the Twitter campaign, which is another thing that Global didn't have. No, doesn't they? I don't know. I don't think Global got a counterpart for that Twitter campaign. There's Zenny, which isn't a big deal. The orbs, obviously, your boy loves. You know, use those for Bardock. Some turtle shells are cool. 30 stones, like it's fine. I would like if they gave us like box space or some other, you know, sort of rewards, but you know, it is what it is. Now usually I would go in and summon on the banner, but I am finished. I do have Bardock, Raditz, and the SSR for Gohan and Goten all rainbowed, so I'm done with my summons on the Dokkan Fest Bardock Saiyan Day banner. I'll have, you know, more summon videos coming out soon. You know, we have the 55% for Bardock, the rainbow for Raditz. We're definitely going to be taking Raditz into Extreme Super Battle Road, all of that stuff, right? So the last thing I want to talk about here, this is not good, okay? We have a notice in the news right here. Now, obviously, super Japanese, stuff like that, you wouldn't really be able to read it, right? So let's go ahead and hop over, and let's take a look at what the homie Gresh says. Like, we have, you know, it right here posted by this account. They're looking to ban accounts that use mods / outside tools to obtain illegitimate clear records in Extreme Super Battle Road, and then also remove those clear records. I mean, when they added this leaderboard to the game here, I saw, I'm just going to refresh the page. I saw Talon had showed, yep, here we go. Okay. Thank you, of course, to the homie Talon for putting this up. Here, let me also like Garesh's tweet. Okay. So here's what Talon's looking at, right? You have a bunch of people who clearly modded, right? You're not going to be able to beat it in 2 minutes, the new Super Battle Road and stuff like that. So, you know, you tear through like the Super Battle Road and stuff like that with these obvious like modded times, and like eventually, like, I don't know if the Japanese player base is going to complain too much or if Akatsuki is going to start caring, but it only takes one look at the leaderboards and it's like, oh, they're cheating, they're banned, they're out of here. So, you know, I would tread very cautiously doing anything at all on Dokkan right now, especially after these shenanigans on the World Tournament where, you know, people were modding the World Tournament to try and get double rewards, or tell Akatsuki to revamp the World Tournament, which was pointless because Akatsuki already knows that we want a World Tournament revamp. I believe they are probably already working on that. They weren't going to give double rewards out again. That was just foolishness, right? But now the concern is, you know, by people modding too much and going too crazy with farmed accounts and stuff like that, y'all might bring down the ban hammer on a lot of people for just doing stuff like Unidokan, again, having a farmed account, all this type of things. Like, who knows? They could just decide all that's out of here because people, like, push it too far. The stuff has been pushed too far. That's the issue, right? The farmed accounts got so bad that even rank, like, 500-plus players, their entire friends list was just SR Android 18s, SR cells, and stuff like that. So Akatsuki got rid of transfer codes. That's the reason they got rid of transfer codes, to make it harder for people to farm these accounts, monetize them, and sell them. I've heard that, like, one of those, like, sites that sort of does that, it got a cease and desist from Akatsuki. So Akatsuki might, you know, as weird as it is, over 5 years in, be starting to look at cleaning the game up a little bit. So I would tell people to just be careful. And even with doing stuff like using Trident or Unidokan and stuff like that with your main account, I don't recommend that right now. Let's see what Akatsuki does. I could tell y'all, with my account, I have never done any of this stuff. Like, you know, I've used the private server and stuff like that, but I've always had a second account. I have never, on my account, which I've spent ungodly amounts of money, no, I have never modded, I've never used Trident, private servers, none of that shit, because this could happen. So, you know, if they decide, all right, we're getting our ass in gear here, this could be bad. So I do not recommend people mod at all, anywhere. Just don't do it. Like, don't risk your account right now because they might be banning. Like, right now, we know that they're looking at people modding Extreme Super Battle Road. But, I mean, we'll see. Like I'm curious. Here, let me... No, okay, I see. For me, if I see that people mod times, like, I remove them from my friends list. I do it. It's like, oh, they modded? Well, okay, we're going to get them off the leaderboard. It's like, let me see. I've completed a couple of stages. I haven't really tried too much. But let's just, like, go in. Let's see if we have modded times at the top. No, we don't. There's no modded times up here. Okay, so, yeah. Like, that's what they're obviously going to start to do. They're going to look at the, like, leaderboard first, get rid of those accounts. They might start looking at people who have done other stuff. I've been hearing that a lot of people were banned after the World Tournament, but it's hard to confirm because, like, people always try and, like, fear-monger as well. Like, oh, I got banned, but, like, they didn't actually get banned, right? Stuff like that happens all the time. So, I don't know. I just would really recommend to tread lightly moving forward because of this. You know, just saying. Especially if you put any money into your account, you don't want to risk it. So, be careful, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't worry too much about Global not getting top grossing rewards. As long as they hit top grossing, I do believe they are going to get rewards as well. And I'll catch y'all next time.